Do you think? Okay, we should have a podcast about. Is it
Neuralink?
Neuralink.
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 Neura link.
Neuralink.
Oh,
Okay.
Neura.
So, do you think? Okay, question. Do you think it's possible for the human mind to transport to something else, like through? No, seriously. This is like so much sci-fi does this.
Do you realize like how loaded of a question this is?
I
Matt's
just
gonna
want to
have
know.
an answer.
I want.
Yeah,
to
I'll just answer it. No worries, I got it.
Do you think
Yes.
with Neuralink we will be able to like kind of put ourselves into stasis and experience some other thing happening, like at some other world? That's essentially what we're talking about. Is not
That is way off. Like
do you think,
way
do you think
far
it's
away.
possible?
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Elon, take it down a notch.
Dude, I mean, come on.
You think so?
I think people are sleeping on how quick technology advances.
How do you even control that?
I don't know that. I don't think it's gonna happen in our lifetime.
Maybe it's
I think I don't think it's gonna happen in our lifetime.
It's got to be like a chip in your head that tells your brain to think of something. That's what it has to be.
I don't think this will happen in our lifetime. Neuralink as a concept, like what they're trying to do with it, I think will happen in our lifetime for sure. But it's way
She will
different.
never
It's
do
not
this.
nearly as complex as that.
Yeah, someone with anxiety would love that.
Hey, maybe it takes you to a place with a bunch of flowers and a bunch of.
No.
Although
This
when
is
you think about it,
robots
like,
taking over the planet.
Okay, you love Disney. What if you could be transported to literally any Disney?
But I would have a panic attack knowing that I'm not actually at Disney. It's like having like a lucid dream. You're just like I'm trapped in this world.
But you're not
like,
trapped because you know that Elon's got your back, basically.
Elon's
Yeah,
got
okay.
everyone's back.
But you're not trapped because you know that the chip would be made to do, like, it's made to do that thing. Maybe it would mess up though.
And you just die.
Your consciousness is lost.
That's a cool TV show.
I'm just saying.
Sorry, that sounded cool.
I'm just saying. This is some
I
cool
think-
I get
stuff.
scared of this
I think
stuff.
we won't get to see that day, but it will happen.
Maybe you should invent it.
I could be wrong. I mean,
With
it
what
could be
money?
wrong. It really depends.
Bitcoin.
Dude, here's the other thing you got to think about. How long are we going to live? You and me.
Oh my god, this podcast started with horoscopes. And
No, this is not like a deep. This should not be that deep. Like it's like just give me a number.
Yo, when are you done?
You think 100, or you think like 80? You think 150? Like what do you think?
150.
Hear me out. We're 20 years old, right? Just 25. We'll just say. Just round it out. Round it out.
You guys are
Okay.
definitely 20 years
We're
old.
25.
Dude, this is like the best podcast, I feel like. We've had so
Maybe
many
it
topics.
is. I feel like the podcast is
shit
starting
show.
now. Like this is where it's getting good.
Yeah.
And we want to end it, but it's getting good now. Just to say we live for another 70 years. That's fair. No, that's probably not fair. Let's just call it. We'll call it 60 years.
Damn, bro.
Okay, so what? We get to 85. We get to 85. That's like a normal. Like that's probably the average U.S.
No,
health.
average is like 75.
All right, let's just say we're doing better than the average because we're fortunate people. We're healthy. We have we're blessed. Let's just say we get to that far. Do you not think at that point healthcare and
No, it
technology is
should
going
be.
to be significantly better than it is now?
It should be.
So you don't think it's going to increase our life at least
A little
15
bit.
years?
A little bit. I think it will a little bit.
So you think we'll make it to 100?
But also, I feel like there's so many things
see
on
it.
our planet that are damaging us right now, like pollution.
True.
and global
True.
warming.
Also, a lot of. I mean,
Foods.
here's the other thing.
True, but the average like lifespan has gone up, not down.
That is true.
True, but I will say this: the way the world has been, especially with COVID, does not help me in
Feel
terms-
better.
It does not make me feel better about our
Our future.
future in terms of like just the way we've responded to COVID has been dumb, like dumb in my opinion. Don't want to get super like political or anything, but it's just it makes me like, okay, this was something that I think we could have really tried to like prevent a lot more than we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And we didn't. And so it makes me go, are we actually getting smarter? Like what's I guess we are, but maybe just people are like rebellious. I don't know. But
I think you have to make mistakes to learn.
maybe.
I think I mean, I'm just a positive person, but I think what happened is actually a good thing because we realized, shit, we weren't prepared for this.
Yeah, maybe
This is going to
next-
happen
if it
again, and we need to know better next time. Because if this was like super deadly disease, like an Ebola type deadliness, and transmitted this much, we'd be screwed.
Yeah.
We'd all be done.
Yeah.
It'd be bad.
We'd be toast.
Yeah.
But fortunately, we got it's bad.
there's
Don't get me
still-
wrong,
there's
it's
still
bad.
deaths, of
It's bad,
course,
but this isn't going to make the human race extinct.
Right.
Right. Like we're going to have another chance to like when something worse comes along, because it will. We're going to be hopefully better prepared than this time.
But what if we aren't? What if someone's just like, it's never going to happen again? You know, that's scary too.
You'd be just stupid to not think this is not going to happen again some way.
I mean, I never thought this would happen.
I don't think anyone saw it coming, but like
ever again.
Now that you know what's happened, it's like, okay, well, if something like this similar happens again,
we need to have
we're going to take it more seriously next time.
Yeah.
Regardless of how important, like how bad
true.
it is or not.
That's true.
I'd hope. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
I could be wrong,
That
and that
is
would be
the
sad.
optimistic.
But I would hope that we would learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I see where you're coming from. I do agree. I think
I think you and I are making it past 100.
really.
Oh yeah.
Your Bitcoin will save you.
What? I mean, what? I'm not gonna die.
You jinxed it.
She's telling me I'm gonna die because I jinxed that I'm gonna. Dude, you got to be optimistic.
Scorpios, am I
Here's what I
right?
think too.
Dude, we're gonna be pumped.
I think
I was gonna say something, but I stopped. No, we're good. Nothing.
I want to know now.
I'm 2 drinks in and I'm feeling like a little bit loose on the words.
I'll tell you how much he spent on his logo.
what? Let me say this before anything else happens here.
Okay.
I think also towards the future we're going to have a lot more like almost cyberpunk stuff. I mean, cyberpunk is cyberpunk 2077.
Let's hope
right?
the glitches aren't part of it.
Let's hope there's no glitches. But what I'm
Not
saying is
posing naked in the car.
we're Jesus, that was savage.
What the fuck is this episode?
It happened.
We're going to have, I believe, a way more tech advancements to our probably our bodies than we think. And there's going to be people who refuse it for sure.
yeah.
And maybe there's going to be that like dilemma, right? But we see it all the time. Like in the future, like I think there's going to be a lot more like, hey, your lung is not working. Do you want an
artificial lung.
an artificial lung, right?
Yeah.
And I think, do we have that?
I think there's
I feel like
starting
we
to be
do
things
have
I'm
some
sure there's
stuff
already some situations
But
like that.
but with more and more things, I think we'll see that more and more, especially with how like robots are advancing and all that kind of stuff. So I think naturally, maybe not naturally, but naturally with technology advancements, we're definitely probably going to be able to live longer because if you have an issue, you might be able to replace it or fix it with tech. Maybe that's what I see. That
I agree,
happening.
dude.
Yeah.
You got to watch. Have you ever heard like Ray Kurzweil talk about the singularity?
Dude, you told me we should talk about this. We're not talking about this time.
We can't.
No,
we're
we
already
can't.
getting into it, but like we should. Now that I think about it, we have to at some point.
We got to.
Because this stuff is nuts. Because
I'm
dude,
scared.
technology evolves
You know what
exponentially.
singularity is? We're not doing this right now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just leave it like that.
You can't ever ask it
leave at that.
and not answer
Explain
it.
it in
We're gonna talk about this another time. This will be maybe next week if we don't have another great.
I think you need a whole episode of that.
We
Oh my God.
do because we're already kind of getting into it right now.
It's
We really
like-
are.
It's kind of like
It's you ever seen Terminator?
Oh my gosh.
It's the point at which technology becomes more advanced than humans. It grows like it becomes more evolved than humans. Like
Yeah.
it grows faster than we do.
leave it there. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the podcast.
Tweet us at Twitter.
Tweet us at Twitter. Twitter us. Do whatever you want to do.
Twitter us.
Please. We got to wrap up this podcast
Twitter
right now.
us.
We're going to be here for another hour. So thank you guys so much. Give us a rating on
What?
Apple Podcasts. Whatever you
No,
want
rate
to
us
do.
5-star on Apple Podcasts.
Seriously, it helps out.
Can we get to 500 ratings? That'd be great. I mean,
Also-
500. Wait, that's way too many. Maybe 100.
Also, huge shout out to the fact that you guys supported the podcast so much that we're at 5,000, I believe, 200
Yes.
subs. I think
Yes.
we're at 5,000 last time, and we've
We
already
are.
gained 200 more.
Yes, we did. That's
Since
amazing.
the last podcast. So I appreciate it so much, guys. Me and Matt both appreciate it, and M.